Imagine a world where there is dignity for all.
Imagine a world where all parents and children are supported.
Imagine a world where no one lives in poverty.
Imagine a world where all older people are cared for.
Imagine a world where access to social and health services is a right for everyone.
Imagine a world where no one is left behind. God has provided the world with enough for everybody, actually. Enough for everybody.
But majority of the people do not have any safety mechanism or any safety protection.
They live in extreme poverty without the ability to participate in everyday life.
If we want to assure that everybody has the basic living conditions to have a good life, then yes, social protection must be part of any society that wants to be fair, that wants to be just.
Social protection should be a combination of cash transfers, particularly focused at particular times of risk in life, so round about childhood, elderly age, when you're not able to access the labour market, but also access to social and healthcare services.
It has to be financed, and in one way or another it has to be through taxation, that everybody, every company, every individual actually have to contribute based on what they have.
The poor are paying taxes, but the rich are not paying. They are finding ways of evading tax. Governments need to ensure that everyone who should pay taxes is paying.
And it is possible. It is possible because the world has so much of wealth. We have enough wealth for everybody's need, but not for everybody's greed.
The beauty with social protection is also that when people that live in very vulnerable situations, when they get something, when they have access to better food, to education, to more security, then they will grow up and contribute themselves to society.
We shouldn't see social protection as being a cost to our economies, but an investment actually in our societies and in our economies.
Social protection cuts across most of the areas of development. It cuts into education, into nutrition, into housing, into health, and consequently it is embedded in most of the sustainable development goals which were set for Agenda 2030.
And we can see that it's necessary in all countries of the world that elderly people would need a pension. And that's a human right. It's a human right as a child or as a sick that you have a basic decent standard of living.
Social protection itself is a human right. People do not have to beg for the right to live. It is their right to live, and it's a God-given right.
So that makes church an important part of this struggle and makes sure social protection is part of every individual in the country.
Churches and faith-based organisations like diaconal organisations are working every day with people at all places in our society. We live next door to the people. We speak to the people.
Church must push the governments to take over their rightful role of providing social protection.
Also to hold governments accountable and say, these people should have gotten that grant. They didn't get it. Why? Why is that? Or educate people and say, you have this right. We will help you to register so that you can get this grant.
We cannot sit back and have a moral authority if we don't get involved in the political debate.
Every life that we're able to save through social protection is a testimony to God's love for all creation.
Where justice flows like a river and righteousness like an everlasting stream, where everyone will have a life, a quality life, which they can enjoy. I think that should be a world we should be working towards. This world is feasible, and this is the world we want.